Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Kansas City It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Indians racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-4. As of right now, the Indians are in third place in the AL Central, and the Royals are fourth in the division. The Baltimore Orioles put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 8-3. At the start of the day, the Orioles sit in third place in the American League East Division, and the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division. The Tigers combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-3. Entering the day's action, the Twins are leading the Central Division, while the Tigers are second in the division. The Phillies totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road 12-9. Heading into the day, the Red Sox are in fourth place in the AL East, while the Phillies are in first place in the NL East. The Rays got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 6-4. As of today, the Rays sit in last place. Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. In the AL Central, the Royals launched 3 home runs as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-2. The Cleveland Indians smacked 15 team hits as they dismantled the White Sox 10-2. The Detroit Tigers got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-4. The win was their 6th in a row. The Minnesota Twins broke up their 7-game losing skid as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-3. The Boston Red Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-0. The Halos put up 16 hits on the day as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 12-3. The Mariners knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 9-8. The Atlanta Braves grabbed 13 hits in the game as they stomped the Brewers 9-3. The New York Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Fish in Miami 6-4. The Mets totaled 11 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 6-5. The Washington Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Phils stopped their 6-game losing streak as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-3. The D-backs grabbed 13 hits in the game as they embarrassed the Dodgers 11-1. The San Diego Padres put together 10 total hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 8-6. It was their 7th straight victory. The Stros swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they dismantled the Giants 8-2. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events. It's the first day of September, the final full month of the regular season, and that, of course, means rosters have been expanded. Major League teams can now carry 28 players, so we'll be seeing some fresh faces making their debuts in today's games. But before that all gets underway, here's what happened in the final day of August. Starting in the American League Central, Brooks Baldwin was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game, helping the White Sox to defeat the Pirates 6-3. The Oakland Athletics smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 7-5. The Cubs hit 3 long balls as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 4-3. The Baltimore Orioles totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-4. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Garrett Whitlock had his first victory of the year, helping lead the Red Sox to a win over the Rays 4-2. The Yankees put up 16 hits on the day as they destroyed the Angels 13-3. The Astros pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the Seattle.
Hello and welcome to MLB The Show.
All right,
I'm
here we
Matt
go.
Vasgersian.
Okay, here we go. Let's go now.
Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, America. I'm Matt Vasgersian, and welcome
get
to
that
the
right here.
show.
Hey, fans, want to be able to take MLB?
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. In the AL Central, Salvador Perez added 3 RBIs to his total as the Royals got the victory over the Indians 6-3. He has now hit safely in 7 straight games. As of right now, the Royals sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, 12.5 games back, while the Indians are 3rd. The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday morning edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look at the latest news from around Major League Baseball. The Cubbies took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-3. It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, Pedro Avila got the...
Welcome to the Home Run. Let's get right to it. It's time for the Home Run Derby. Hitting first, representing the Los Angeles Angels, Mike Trout. 30 seconds left. That one out of here, off the batter's eye. That's gone into the bullpen. Out of here. That's his fourth home run. And that ends the round. He finishes with a total of 4 home runs. And he will have to wait to see if that's enough. That one is gone. His second home run. And there it is. His third home run. Time's up. That will do it. He finishes with 3 home runs. And that won't be enough to advance. Unfortunately, he has. Up first with his semifinal matchup, number 27, Mike Trout. Another home run. His third in a row. 30 seconds left. Gone. That hit the batter's eye. That is now 5 in a row. There's another one. Gone. His 6th home run. There's number 7. His 3rd consecutive home run. 4 in a row now. 5 straight home runs. And no time remaining. That will do it. And he ends the round with 10 home runs. And he'll have to hope that's enough to advance. Now hitting the challenger in this semifinal matchup, number 88, Luis Robert. Another home run. And that finishes with 3 home runs. That's not quite enough. He's been eliminated from the team. Hitting first in this championship round, number 27, Mark Brown. No question about that one. A hat trick. 3 in a row. 30 seconds left. That's number 4 in a row. That is now 5 in a row. 6 consecutive home runs. Making 7 in a row now. Keep it going, fans. That's now 8 in a row. That one out of here and into the second deck. Time's up. That will do it. He finishes with a total of 9 home runs. And he will have to wait to see if that holds up. Oh, that's a monster home run. That one is gone. There it is, his 3rd home run. Out of here. That's his 4th home run. And no time remaining, that will do it. He finishes with a total of 4 home runs. And that won't be enough to advance. Unfortunately, he has been eliminated.
Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting in the American League Central,
the Royals starting pitcher, number 31, picked up win number 8 this year, helping lead Kansas City to a victory over Houston 3-2.
The New York Yankees went deep 4 times
as they beat the White Sox on the south side
10-1.
The Indians
picked up 14 hits in total
as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-2.
The Minnesota Twins launched 3 home runs
as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 8-4.
Chase
Lee collected his first W this season as the Blue Jays got the W over the Phillies 5-4.
The Orioles sent 3 balls into the seats
as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-3.
The Oakland Athletics snapped a 9-game losing streak
as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-3.
The Seattle Mariners grabbed 13 hits in the game
as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 11-7.
The Braves allowed only 5 hits in the game
as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 5-2.
The Miami Marlins got 12 hits in this one
as they destroyed the Rays 7-0.
The Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team
as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-4.
The Pirates tossed a combined 1-hitter
as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 2-0.
The St. Louis Cardinals got 18 hits
as they defeated the visiting Giants
9-6. The Rockies held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits
as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 2-1.
Bryce Terang was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits,
leading the Brewers to a win over the Padres
13-3.
He is among the National League leaders in stolen bases.
And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events.
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show.
Starting in the American League Central,
The Rays
hit 3 long balls.
as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-3.
Entering the day's action,
The Royals sit in second place in the AL Central Division, 5 games back.
while the Rays
Sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Chicago White Sox,
grabbed 13 hits in the game.
as they grab the win over the visiting Twins 5-4.
Heading into the day,
The White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division, 16 games out of first.
while the Twins are third in the division.
They're 7.5 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers,
Racked up 11 hits as a team.
as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 7-3.
As of today,
The Indians sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, 11 games out of first.
while the Tigers are atop the division.
They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. The Atlanta Braves
Combined for a 4-hitter
as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-2.
in the standings.
The Yankees are in 2nd place in the AL East, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race.
And the Braves
Sit atop the NL East, 1 game ahead of 2nd. Cole Wilcox was victorious for the 5th time this season as Seattle defeated Toronto 3-1.
entering the day's action,
The Blue Jays sit in 1st place in the American League East Division, 1 game ahead of 2nd.
while the Mariners
Sit in 2nd place in the American League West, 5 games back. The Baltimore Orioles,
combined to allow only 4 hits.
as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-1.
At the start of the day,
The Orioles sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 6 games out of 1st.
while the Red Sox are 4th in the division.
19 games out of 1st. The Astros,
Totaled 11 hits,
as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics,
9-0. As of today,
the Astros are leading the AL West. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage.
while the Athletics are at the bottom of the division.
They're over 20 games out of first. The Angels,
Had 12 hits as a team.
as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 5-2.
As of right now,
The Angels are in 3rd place in the AL West, 9 games back.
while the Rangers are 4th in the division.
14 games back. The New York Mets,
Got 12 hits in this one.
as they got the best of the Brewers at home 3-0.
In the standings,
The Mets sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race.
while the Brewers
Sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, they're 2 games back. The Philadelphia Phillies,
totaled 13 hits as a team.
as they crushed the Cubs 10-4.
Entering the day's action,
The Cubs are in last place in the NL Central, 9.5 games behind first.
and the Phillies
Are in 2nd place in the NL East, 1 game out of first. The Marlins,
combined for a 4-hitter.
as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-1. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri.
Starting in the American
Stepping up is Ernie Clement. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it for 4, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Royals strand a pair. Royals nothing. Tigers due up. Here's Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. This one's down to third. He's got it. And that's the first down.
Count it second.
Ball four, take it away. That's ball three. Three. Take it out. Three.
So next to hit is Ernie Clement. Flew out last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. And that's through for a hit. Now into the box, number 28. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Veerman has thrown straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. That'll bring up Luis Arraez. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. From the stretch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
It's 2-0 now. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Runners on the move for second. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. In to score the runner from third. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Carpenter is there, and he'll put...
3. You're out. Ball four, take the base.
Stepping in once again is number 12. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Nope, that's a ball.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Popped up. Bell camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Next, here is number 14. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left.
3. He's good.
All ready to go. Into the box, Ernie Clement. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First pitch on the way. Hit in the air out to left. Green is there, and he'll bring this one in. Next to stand in is number 28. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
3-0 now.
3-0.
Luis Arraez is on deck. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. From the stretch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup? or do you stay with the heater?
Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. Throw won't get him. And now here is Luis Arias trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Velasquez at third with 2 away. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it as the tying run is. So.
Ball 4, take the base. He's out. He's out.
Digging in next, Nelson Velasquez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. And that one yanked just foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to Bell at first, and his side is retired. Number 60 enters from the bullpen to do the.
He's out.
Ty Madden has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now here it comes. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Next, it'll be number 28. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Nope.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Outside, 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
There's ball 4. And now in the box, Luis Arias. He flew out in his last AB. He's set and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Vierling is there, 2 gone. A runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh, he's in there.
Keeping him close. First pitch of the AB now. Grounded down the third baseline. On a foul ball here, 0-1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 call.
Ball 4, take the base.
Tyler Holton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. First pitch of the AB now. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Next, it'll be number 23. He comes in 0-for-2 thus far. Swing and a liner. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen. Now at the plate is number 12. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ball one. Swinging a hard liner to short. Slide and a stop by Baez. What a play. And just like that, this one is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final. Back. Wow.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show.
In the AL Central,
The Detroit Tigers
Now into the box. Top of the lineup, stepping in, Ernie Clement grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering. Perez, base runner at first with 1 out. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Vierling is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And now number 28. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of it. Well, the play's been made, and with it comes. Kepler the next to grab a bat. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Royals have opened this up now to 5-0. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he'll watch. Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Ernie Clement singled in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. And they'll get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a single.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Next up will be Blake.
Second baseman.
Three. Hey now. Ow. 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 Turner. Hey now. Ow. Ball four. Take the ball.
Your attention, please.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Reed Clement. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
That's the ball. Count 1-0.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And to score is the runner from first. It's a 10-0 score. Let's say your staff is having a bad day when they give up 10 hits, let alone 10 runs.
Yeah, man, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are...
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Ready now is number Carlos Rodriguez. He's on to
Ball four. Take the ball. Three. Hey now. Turner.
next up, number 13. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Next up for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-0 home. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
To first, fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
Broadcasting live from Oriole Park at Camden Yards here in Charm City tonight.
Three. He's out. Out. Keep it. 1, 3.
Striding in is number 23. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. First offering on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Comes set and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Jackson is back near the stands as he hauls it in for the second out. So 2 down and a runner at first. And that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. As a look, now the pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And wow, that got out onto Utah Street.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches. And this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Ball one to start the at-bat. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Jackson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. The Royals come up with a pair, however, on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and the Royals have taken a 2-1 lead. So next to the plate for the Royals, Nelson Velasquez. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. He's running again. And he popped him up. And this is going to be a foul ball. The next 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get to the chase again.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Running yet again for second. And that one yanked just foul. Clement aboard here at first with nobody out. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Another one sent foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
In the dirt. And a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the back.
Ball 4, take the base. 3 out. 3. Ball 4, take the base. 3 out. 3 out. You're out.
Jonathan Loizaga gets the call from the pen.
Ball 4, take the base. You're out. 3 out. Ball 4, take the base. He's out.
Now to bat, number 11. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
1-0.
A ball and no strikes.
Nope.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Rutschman, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Aye.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
The 2-2. And there's a base hit on the line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
Taylor Ward is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. Still 8-2. Cano enters now.
Out. You're out. 3 out.
So stepping in is Pete Alonso. His career numbers in this matchup, batting at an even .400. 2 out, nobody on. Now his swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Number 23 is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
8-2 tonight's final. The Royals. Max Fried gets the Salvador Perez. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Number 12 is at the plate as he watches ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. From the stretch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Slater's under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And that'll bring up Bobby Witt Jr. In there, it's 0-1. Kepler stands at second with 2 gone. Rounded weakly down the line toward third. He's got to hurry, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit and a shot. So now to the plate, Ryan McMahon. He collected a base hit his first time up. No balls and 1 strike. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors for the Yankees so far. Count now a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Ryan McMahon.
Well-executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a...
Chris Bubich answers the call from the... Stepping in next, number 28. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a base hit on the line.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up. There's 1. On the first, and Perez grounds into a double play. Now to the plate, here is number 12. Runner in scoring position with Suzanne. Men on third with 2 down. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. to 1-2 now. Lifted in the air out to center field. Slater's under it. And that's the third out.
Full four. Take your base. That hit him. He's got first.
Next to dig in, Ernie Clement. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Ball one.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
And he takes a cold strike one.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out. Now it'll be Luis Arias. His career numbers against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The second for 1. On the first, it's a double play as their woes continue.
You're out. He's out. You're out.
And stepping in, number 28. A hit in 2 tries so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's feel is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And it's fouled away. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base. The next to grab a bat. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Into the corner and slicing foul. Late that time for a strike.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And he'll settle for a single here as they whip it back in quickly.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Digging in now for Kansas City, number 12 is 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts one at bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this.
2-0 now. Pitch on the way. Turned it loose on 2-0, but he popped it up over to the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning. That'll bring in Bobby Witt Jr. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and was caught in the outfield.
After plate now, Ernie Clement. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A windup and the 0-1. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Carlos Estevez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out.
Ball 4, take your base.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Next, it'll be the outfielder, Luis Arias. Right side, but it's well fouled. The 0-1. Dirt, but swung on and missed. Welch has it, and he makes the throw to first. Arias retired, and there's one away. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Number 14 is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And that one yanked just foul. The 0-1. Swing, and oh my! Hit him with the high. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot down the line in right, and it's a 7-2 game now.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Number 23 is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Number 23 is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck.
Swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.